The Oreck XL-21, the next generation of Oreck vacuums. Now this machine uses a lot of the components from previous classic Oreck machines, all wrapped up into a machine that basically cleans, I'm not sure, 50% better, but definitely significantly better than previous generations. In fact, this machine, I would say, deep cleans carpet just fine for most situations, even though it's essentially a power head. And if you're not familiar with the Oreck XL-21, that's why I'm making this, because it really is a terrific vacuum. And it's one of those vacuums, when I used it for a month straight, I really started to appreciate how light and handy something like this really is, even though it's very basic and there's not a lot that seems special about it at first. That carry handle doubles as a cord wrap. The cord wrap almost is non-existent, the way that this clicks and wraps into place. And if you take this apart, there's actually like a separate plastic spring in there. The cord is a nice, thick, heavy-duty cord, probably one of the best in the industry. It's about 35 feet. Well, Oreck definitely realized there was a niche in making a lightweight, easy-to-maneuver vacuum that had no onboard tools. Why we kind of think of this as a strange thing now, it really was common that a lot of uprights didn't have tools when this was made, though this is probably the last generation of where that was kind of normal on the market. Before, come the mid-2000s, that was really no longer a thing. But that's when this was released, again, kind of as the last machine that did that. Now, the machine says HEPA cyclo, or cellulo, on it. And what that refers to is two things. One, the bag material, the outer bag material of the Oreck itself, the part that breathes, because the pleather doesn't breathe, is actually a high filtration medium. And then what would be in here would be a green bag, a paper bag originally, and they would later switch to this style of high flow HEPA bag infused with carbon. Really an excellent bag. Now, if you haven't seen an Oreck bag, when you pull the Oreck bag dock off, it self-seals the bag quite wonderfully. Then we put our new bag in. It slides in this bag dock, which is a lot more convenient than, say, some of the machines at the time, and then you just push it in and it clicks. Then also in here, you have this little tab right here, and that's to put scent tabs in the machine, so the machine has a fragrance to the house. Now, that wasn't the only place to put scent tabs. You could also put essential oils on these little squares in this compartment here. The machine is about 9 pounds or so, despite them advertising it to be 8 pounds. It whirls to life, and you can see there was an edge cleaning light installed on this as well. And really what that is they just open up one of the sides where the two light bulbs sit. And this really pushes and maneuvers well for an upright machine. Now, it's got a 2-speed motor. The idea is that you would do hard floor as well. Let's turn it over. I'll show you what's on the bottom. Now, if we look at the bottom of the machine, there are a couple things that were unique. You have your belt holder. And then when we get up front here, now I've let mine wear off, but there are these side cleaning strips that are supposed to agitate stuff out of the corner. They never really did. You have wheels, and they're like a soft rubber composite. And if you go over like a transition, they're going to move. So the wheels themselves are kind of a shock absorber. It's kind of a cool thing. Now the brush roller, this is a newer one. Originally they had what was called microban, which was a particular type of plastic that didn't grow bacteria. The problem with that was the bristles all fell out very, very fast. So they replaced it with this newer style red brush roller. You'll notice this brush roller is a lot thinner than most brush rollers. And the reason for that is they're able to get this brush roller to spin faster with the same size motor that they've used before. And that's kind of the theme of this machine. They've used existing parts, a lot of existing parts. And I have a whole maintenance video if you want to see what the insides look like. So we have this micro sweeper, which is really just a squeegee for hard floor, and then the belt is housed over here. Now the construction of this housing is very unique. It's asymmetric, as you can see, and it relies on both the top and the bottom piece being screwed together really to have any structural rigidity at all. It's very strong when it's screwed together, but each piece individually was weak, and it could fail. In fact, they would often warp and get replaced under warranty, and this would plague Oreck for a long time. Now, one of the lesser known facts is if you change a belt on an XL-21, you should only do it through the belt door because of this housing. Now, the front of this, like I said, you have the dual lights. This one says loaner vac. This was actually loaned out, and originally these would have been black, and later they would come out with a titanium, a silver version, and there was also a white version as well, one of the early versions. So those are the kind of the two colors they came in. They had in a 21-year warranty. Now we see ventilation in 3 areas on the head for the motor to breathe through these two. This one presumably is for the light. I'm not really sure why it's there. They would later take this vent off. This would also later go away. This was for a full bag check sensor that never really made it to market. It's in the drawings. They could have also used that for a dirt sensor, but from my understanding, this was supposed to be a full bag or performance indicator. Now, going in the rear, it's hard to tell if you're not familiar with Orecks. This tube is about twice the diameter of the original Oreck and allows for a lot more airflow to go through it. As we go up the tube, there's writing on the tube right here telling you how to unclog the machine. Kind of an interesting thing. Again, this is all really before Dyson came into the US. Later, Dyson would come into the US and Oreck would get sued by Dyson, basically for slandering Dyson, even though their claims were true. I really wish Oreck had done better in court that day. There were numerous lawsuits between the companies. I'm just putting one up on the screen. You have that carrying handle / cord wrap combo, and these were really known for breaking, and they would later revise this part so it didn't break. Mine is missing the spring. There should be a spring in there as well. And this just wraps up like so. As we continue to go up, unlike the previous generation Orecks, there are no screws to assemble for the customer. Everything was done toolless assembly, just with a twist of that. Now the handle is very peculiar. They used several different handles. This was the later handle. This handle kit has been replaced at some time. You can really hear the clicks in that. Really peculiar, super comfortable. This is like one of the most comfortable weird shaped handles. I have super big hands and it's really comfortable. Now here at the top, you have a 2-speed switch, a 1 and a 2. And they have a nice shroud so you don't accidentally hit it. Very well thought out. And then there's this rubber plastidip. This was much better done than, say, like the Royal Powercast or something. These didn't tend to wear out nearly as fast, though they would wear out eventually. You'll see right here, there is this. This is to ground you. This is a carryover from the other Orecks, but self-grounds the way this is designed. Again, having to avoid the extra cost of a 3-prong plug. Well, we're going to do our usual pickup of our breakfast cereal, cat litter, flour, and fresh animal hair with the Oreck XL-21. And this is being recorded with a studio mic, so you're going to hear the real sound of the machine, unfiltered. Let's see how it did. Oh, it didn't snowplow anything that I can see. Oh, here it is. Actually, it did snowplow. It snowplowed some breakfast cereal. Question, did it move anything back here? Yeah, it did snowplow a little bit of breakfast cereal. The flour's all gone. No animal hair from what I can really see. So that did very well. I wonder if the micro sweep on this example, sorry to bad angles here. I wonder if the micro sweep was in better condition, if it would have snow plowed as much. This micro sweep, what happens with these is they get bent in one direction. It's like it should be like straight up, and it, like you see, it's bent. So I wonder if that has anything to do with that. Let's see how the Oreck XL-21 does on hard floor. Now there's no way to shut off the brush roller, so I'm not going to punish my wood floor. We're here on a tile floor. Yes, it looks like wood, but it's actually tile. And we're going to put it on the low setting as it was intended to use, and I'll show you how well, or maybe not well, it picks up. Well, it looks like it picked up, but I'm barefoot back here. Let me sweep up where it deposited everything. Well, it just kind of deposited everything behind it, as a lot of these machines do. So this is behind it. Yeah, you can see the lights in the background. And you can see the cat litter right there. And you can just see what I swept forward with my hands. It really doesn't do hard floor. Shutting off a brush roller really is necessary for hard floor. Well, I hope you sure have enjoyed this quick look at the Oreck XL-21. I just wanted to show it in 4K and really preserve it for what it was. It really is a cool vacuum that was innovated for its time and lasted a very long time, as now some of these are out of warranty finally. They no longer have their 21-year warranty and 21 free tune-ups. Though this one, as a loaner vacuum, never came with that. As you can see, this one came with a 30-day warranty, as it was a loaner vacuum and meant to be loaned to people by the Oreck store when their old Oreck was getting fixed. This was a great way to sell product. Actually, it still is today. I think this is one of the most underlooked strategies of getting a product in the home for somebody to try and see how it works in their house compared to their old machine. Well, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. That helps us out a whole lot on the channel. Consider a subscription to Performance Reviews. Share, like, that helps us out a whole lot as well. You wouldn't believe how much a couple thumbs up really does for the channel. And if you really like what we're doing, check out our Patreon.